The misalignment between purpose and practice will bring to your awareness the truth regarding culture and tradition. Before corruption had a name, before power wore a mask, tradition was not bondage. It was a path designed to lead man back to truth. But somewhere along the line, the gatekeepers forgot the gate and began to worship the power behind it. Tradition and culture were never created to enslave. They were systems of alignment, the ways to teach discipline, identity, connection, and truth. But when fear replaces awareness and power replaces purpose, the system begins to decay from within. The problem is not tradition. The problem is unconscious custodians of it. When a gatekeeper loses connection to truth, power becomes something to sell, not protect. Secrecy becomes a tool for control and manipulation, not wisdom. Initiation becomes hierarchy, not growth. So instead of guiding people into light, they begin to feed off confusion. They start choosing who is worthy, who advances, who remains stuck, not based on truth, but based on control, fear, and personal gain. And those who come seeking clarity believe more lost than when they arrived. On the cultural side, it becomes even more subtle. Parents and mentors meant to nurture light begin to suppress it, not always out of ego, but out of fear, jealousy, inherited trauma, and unconscious programming. So instead of raising awakened beings, they create wounded adults, physically grown, spiritually fragmented, emotionally stuck in survival. This creates a child with light, forced to shrink just to belong, leading to low self-esteem in most adults. Close your eyes and imagine this: a child born with clarity, with presence, with light. Now imagine that light being doubted, silenced, redirected, controlled, not once, but repeatedly. Watch how the child adapts. They begin to question themselves, then shrink, then disconnect. Now open your eyes. This is how truth gets buried, not destroyed, just suppressed. Here is the truth most people avoid. Ancient wisdom says money follows order, not effort. Effort without order created exhaustion. Order without chaos creates flow. If your outer world feels blocked, the ancients would not tell you to push harder. They would tell you to bring your inner world into order first. This is because wealth obeys structure, not struggle. Nothing external has the power to disconnect you from truth unless you abandon awareness. Tradition is not the enemy. Culture is not the enemy. And consciousness is, because even a sacred system in the hands of an unconscious mind becomes a weapon, and even a broken system in the hands of an aware being can still lead to truth. So the question is not who is corrupt or which system failed. The real question is, are you aware enough to see truth for yourself, beyond systems, beyond titles, beyond gatekeepers? Because truth was never meant to be owned. It was meant to be realized. If this resonates, don't just agree, observe your life. Where have you handed over your power? Where have you silenced your own light? That awareness is where your freedom begins. Stay aligned. Protect your awareness. Move with intention. Your life is not a play. You were created for a purpose, and until you live in awareness, you will always survive on validation. May the river inside us flow without fear. May we create without shame. May we love without contraction. May our emotions become teachers, not enemies. May we remember what was never lost. May we unlearn what caged the spirit. May truth return to the people. And may the path within us open again as we return into safety and awareness. And so it is.